What's up, sports fans? My name is Chris. Welcome back to Game Day Wagers, and thank you for tuning in to episode 28 of The Bounce. Today is Tuesday, August 5th, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5-game WNBA slate, and I'm going to be coming out firing with 2 best bets and 3 quick hitter leans that I believe have the best opportunity to turn you a profit on a Tuesday night. Before we get into the plays though, if you haven't already dropped a like on the video, please go ahead and do so now. If you guys are new around here, please hit the subscribe button. We are pumping out some great content on a daily basis. We're talking WNBA, we're talking daily MLB picks. The NFL season and college football season is right around the corner. We got some great content lined up, and I'm excited for you guys to see it. Now, without further ado, here are Tuesday's WNBA best bets. The first play we are rolling with is the Seattle Storm on the money line, minus 130 over the Minnesota Lynx. Look, full disclosure, a lot of this handicap has to do with the health status of Napheesa Collier coming into this game. She left the Lynx last game early against the Aces due to an ankle injury, and given the current spread, I don't think she's going to be suiting up for this game against the Seattle Storm. Her absence will impact the Lynx on both ends of the court, as she's a do-it-all for the Minnesota Lynx, and I don't believe they're built to overcome the loss. Minnesota Lynx are one of the best teams in the league, bar none. They're playing some good basketball of late. I do believe on home court, the Seattle Storm are in need of a pick-me-up game, and with the absence of Napheesa Collier, I believe this is the game they get right. Their last 2 losses, they've been close ball games. They lost the last 2 games by a combined 6 points. So they're playing some good basketball. They just can't get the key stops when they need to. I'm banking on Napheesa Collier being out of this game, which means the Seattle Storm will be able to take away Kayla McBride and Courtney Williams' playmaking abilities. If you look at Seattle's starting 5, they have a side that can compete with anybody offensively, and defensively they are second best in terms of defensive rating. It may just be the perfect storm on Tuesday night for them to pick up the win. Give me the Seattle Storm here on the money line at minus 130. The second play we are rolling with is the Los Angeles Sparks on the money line, plus 110 over the Indiana Fever. Look, we got to give credit where credit's due, and that's to the Indiana Fever for winning 5 straight games and 8 of their last 10 ball games without Caitlin Clark in the lineup. They're coming off a tough-fought win against the Seattle Storm on the road, which followed up a good win against the lowly Dallas Wings. But going into LA, a team that I believe is playing some great basketball as well, I don't believe them being as fortunate to pull off the win and extend their winning streak to 6 games. If you look at this Sparks side, they're playing just as good basketball as the Fever are. They've won 7 of their last 8 ball games, with the lone loss coming against the Las Vegas Aces, and they're getting production from up and down the lineup. They have a 3-headed monster in Azura Stevens, Rickea Jackson, and De'Erica Hamby that will give the Indiana Fever fits on the interior, with Cameron Brink coming into this game healthy and chipping in offensively, and Kelsey Plum pulling the strings from the perimeter. With all things being considered, I'm going to take the Sparks here as a slight home underdog at plus 110 on the money line. As for the other 3 games on the card, these are going to be some quick hitter bets. We're taking Sabrina Ionescu over 2.5 threes made at minus 135. This has been one of my favorite bets of the season to make. With Brianna Stewart still out, Ionescu is the focal point of this offense. She's a volume shooter. She's coming off a 36-point performance in her last game, and she fired just 3 triples in that contest. That's an outlier, as she's attempted at least 6 triples in 11 of the last 13 games prior to that one. So I expect more volume from beyond the arc, and I expect her to knock down 3 triples against a weak Dallas Wings defense. As for Chicago versus Washington, we're going to take Sonia Citron over 1.5 threes made, minus 115. Citron has been a key player as a rookie for the Mystics offense so far this season. She's a volume shooter. She's attempted at least 4 triples in 3 straight games, and in those 3 games, she's shooting 50% from the floor, going 7 for 14. Against the Chicago Sky side that doesn't have good perimeter defense, I'm expecting Citron to let fire from beyond the arc plenty and hit at least 2 triples in this game. And finally, we're taking Marina Mabrey over 3.5 assists, minus 105. Look, nobody should want to or really bet on this game, with Phoenix laying minus 13.5 points over the Connecticut Sun. But Marina Mabrey, she's going to be a facilitator in this contest. Phoenix gave up over 20 assists per game to opposing teams. And with Mabrey, the teams are taking away her shot. She's shot poor from the floor. She's going to look for the extra pass. She's gone over this number in 4 of her last 7 games, and I expect it to make it 5 of 8. Take her over 3.5 assists, minus 105. That wraps up today's episode of The Bounce. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to help support the videos, please smash the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Game Day Wagers, or leave a comment if you guys are tailing, fading, or have any best bets you're making for Tuesday's WNBA slate. As always, good luck.